Welcome to lesson number 15 of Mukhtasar al-Qudoori. Okay, so al-ma'u, we've done this before, it means water. Al-jari, this is ismul fa'il, which has the meaning here of flowing. Okay, to flow, flowing. Waqa'at, we've done this before, means to fall into, is feminine. Najasa, we've done this. Impurity. Al-wudhu, we've done this, means ablution. Lam yura, is not seen. Yura is originally yura, and then the lam al-jazima is added on, and now it becomes lam yura, it is not seen. Athar means sign or trace. لأنها, because it refers to the najasa. لا تستقر, تستقر, استقر يستقر, this is a verb, and it comes from the bab istif'al, and it has the meaning of remaining, to remain, to reside, to stay. Okay, to remain. Ma'a jariyan, jariyan is a masdar, and here it has the meaning of to flow. Okay, to flow. Al-ma means water. Okay, so that's the explanation of the text. Right, let's look at the grammar now. So al-ma here, okay, this is mawsoof. Al-jari is the sifa. Now the rule is that the sifa takes the vowel, okay, of the mawsoof, for copies the same vowel as the mawsoof. However, this word here, because it's naqis at the end, okay, it has a ya at the end, it does not take the vowel. Okay, vowel does not actually appear. Vowel not visible. So because the vowel is not visible, then we say al-ma'ul jari instead of al-ma'ul jariyu. Al-ma'ul jari, flowing water. Idha, when. Waqa'at, okay, so all of this, idha waqa'at fihi najasatun, this is the shart. Okay, waqa'at fihi najasatun, najasatun, okay, this is the fa'il of waqa'at. So when waqa'at falls into it, najasa, impurity, into it, into what? The he dhamir of he, fihi, actually goes back to al-ma'ul jari. When impurity falls into it, into the ma'ul jari, then what's the jaza? All of this is the jaza. All of this is the jaza. Right, so jaza becomes the verb, the fi'l, madi, past, and the wudu is wudu'u, because this is the fa'il of jaza. Okay, this is what is jaiz. Jaza, what is jaza, what is permissible, is the wudu. Minhu, from it, again it goes back to join there. إذا لم يرى, when لم يرى لها أثر. Okay, لم يرى لها أثر, this is a fi'l. Okay, fi'l مضارع, however it's present tense, but it has the meaning of past because of the idh, or sorry, lam. Lam has given it the meaning of past. Laha, for it. It here, laha, actually goes back to najasa. Okay, laha atharun, and the naib fa'il of lam yura, what is not seen. Atharun is not seen. Atharun. So that's actually the naib fa'il. Remember, majhul does not have a fa'il, it has naib fa'il. So that's the naib fa'il of lam yura. لأنها, لأن, okay, this is anna, ha, it again goes back to the najasa. Right, لا تستقر, لا تستقر, this is a fi'l, this is a feminine, okay, present tense feminine, and it actually, the fa'il of this is here, which goes back to najasa, okay, impurity. Ma'a, this is mudaf, and jarayani is mudaf ilay, and then this becomes mudaf as well, and this becomes mudaf ilay as well. So that's why you give it a kasra. So all of that, okay, is connected with the fi'l. Now, all of this sentence, right, is actually this is the mubtada, al-ma'ul jari, and then all of this would be the khabar of it. Okay, so the ruling of ma'ul jari is that when impurity falls into it, wudhu is permissible from it when traces of the impurity are not seen in the water, because the impurity doesn't remain with the flowing of the water. Okay, now let's look at the lessons we learn from this. Okay, here Imam Qudoori wants to explain about a masala, which is the masala of flowing water. What's flowing water? Flowing water is basically like a river, anywhere where water is flowing from one side to the other and it's not stagnant. Okay, so what this basically means is, let's say we have 2 points over here, and let's say we have between them we have a river that's flowing. Okay, so you have your river that's flowing across, all the way across. So the flow of the river is this way, and in the middle we have, let's say, I don't know, we have a person who is urinating, okay, into the river. Okay, so a person is urinating into this river, and urination's gone there. Now the ruling is that you are allowed to perform wudhu from upstream, okay, where the water doesn't flow. So the water is flowing this way, it's not going to flow, the urine won't flow this way. So over here you can actually perform wudu, it's fine. But the question is over here, okay, after the urine, okay, are you allowed to perform wudu here or not? So Imam Qudoori rahimahullah says, as long as you can't see any traces of urine or impurity in the river, namely smell, taste, like we mentioned last time, taste and color, if you can't see these three things in the river changed or affected by the urine, then the wudu is fine. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise you won't be able to. Right, and that's the ruling. Now that's basically what Imam Qudoori wants to explain, that flowing water, when impurity falls into it, wudu is permissible from it, as long as traces of the impurity are not visible, are not seen, and that's because the impurity doesn't remain with the flowing of the water. Right, now this is the basic masala. However, there is an issue with if it's not mentioned really here, but there is the issue of if the impurity, okay, the najasa is solid. Okay, then what? Or if it's a solid impurity like dead animals. So let me give you an example. Like over here, you have a picture of, you know, dead animals. These are all dead ducks. You can see over here, dead ducks in the water, and these are impure. Okay, because they died without the proper method. So because they're dead and they're in the water, and the water is actually flowing this way, okay, so the water is flowing this way, then the question arises is about the permissibility of performing wudu over here. Are we allowed to perform wudu over here? So the fuqaha say if the impurity is solid, then you cannot perform wudu from the area which is immediately after the dead animals. So this Qudoori text, the fuqaha say, is actually referring to liquid impurity. Okay, impurity which is in the form of liquid. I hope that makes sense. Jazakumullah khair.